Здравствуйте, сейчас буду читать книгу Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We've had nothing else this week, nothing except writing orders and a locked door. I've been to every chemist in town in search of these chemicals of his, but they will never write. They won't pure enough, he said. I had to take them back to the shop and try another chemist. I don't know what these chemicals are, but the person in the study wants them terribly badly. Did you keep any of these writing orders? Asked Mr. Utterson. Paul reached in his pocket and brought out a note. The lawyer read it carefully. It said, I'm returning your chemicals as they are impure and therefore are useless. In the year 18, you made up a mixture of chemical powders of Dr. Henry Jekyll. Please search your cupboard for some more of the same mixture and send it to Dr. Jekyll at once. This is very important. This is a strange note, said Mr. Utterson. The chemist thought so too, sir, said Paul. When I took him this note, he cried, all my chemicals are pure. And you can't tell your master so. And they threw the note back at me. Are you sure this is your master's handwriting? Asked Mr. Utterson. Of course, sir, said Paul. But what does handwriting matter? I have seen my master's murderer. Seen him, repeated Mr. Utterson. Yes, it was like this. I came suddenly into the laboratory from the garden. I think he had left the study to look for something. The study door was open and there he was at the far end of the laboratory. He was searching among some old boxes. He looked up when I came in, gave a kind of cry and ran upstairs and into the study. I only saw him for a moment, but my blood seemed to freeze. Sir, if that was my master, why was he wearing a mask over his face? If it was my master, why did he cry out like a trapped animal and run away from me? I've been his servant for 20 years, and then paused and covered his face with his hands, too upset to speak. This is all my mysterious, said Mr. Utterson, but I think I began to understand. Your master, Paul, is ill, and the illness has changed his appearance. Perhaps that also explains the change in his voice. It certainly explains the mask and the way he has been avoiding his friends. And of course, he is searching of these chemicals because he believes they will make him well again. Dear God, I hope he's right. Poor Jekyll, that is my explanation. It's sad enough, Paul, but it's normal and natural, and there's nothing to be alarmed about. Sir, said the servant, that thing was not my master. My master is a tall, fine, well-built man. The stranger was much shorter, sir. I have been with my master for 20 years, and I know his appearance as well as I know my own. No, sir, that thing in the mask was never Dr. Jekyll, and I believe that it murdered my master. Paul, said the lawyer, if you say that, I must make sure. We must break down the study door. You are right, Mr. Utterson, cried the old servant. Very well. Will you help me? If we are wrong, I will make sure that you are not blamed for it. There is an X in the laboratory, suggested Paul. You realize, Paul, said Mr. Utterson, that this may be dangerous for us both. Let us now be honest with each other. This masked figure that you saw, you are certain that it was not your master? That's right, sir. Did you in fact recognize it?